Morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. Chick Picker! How's everybody doing? I'm doing okay. I think. Let's see here. Get everything situated. Get that on live chat. Oh, what day is today? What is today? Today is October 3rd, Thursday. Thursday? What happened to the rest of the week? Oh, good morning, everyone. I hope everybody's having a good morning. I slept in. Of course I did. That's okay. Morning, Liz. Hope you're having a good morning. I have no idea where everybody else is at. There's Texas Val. Man, you're up. You're spry this morning. I'm sure everybody else is getting around. That is actually Elvis that's doing all that growling and stuff. And then, man, they just get crazy and play and everything. So that's good. Morning, Anamora. I think of your name as like a Italian song. Anamora. I don't know. I can't sing. I can't keep a tune in a bucket. But I'll try. You betcha. Most definitely. I'm so not a morning person. I agree. I agree, Texas Val. But I tend to do better. I tend to be more productive in the morning. By the afternoon and the evening, I'm dragging butt. But yeah. So I think it sounds horrible, but a lot of times I don't remember how old the dogs are. I can kind of timeline it. I think Ringo he was born in 17. So two sounds about right for him. Maybe, is it 2? Yeah, that would be 2. But Elvis, I think we got him. I don't know. I want to say he's about 6. He's between 4 and 6, but I think, I mean, we definitely got him before Mike died. Hi, Bum Crack Picker. Let me see. Let me keep thinking about it. And it wasn't, I would say it was probably about 2, maybe 3 years. I don't know. It's the great secret. I'm sure I've got some paperwork that says exactly when he was born, but I don't know where that's at. I know you got Ringo since you started the show. But yeah, I don't know how old. Yeah, so Ringo. Okay, so we got Ringo. When did I get Ringo? I think I got him September of 2017. Excuse me. Ugh. So he's definitely I would say 2, but Elvis, I would say he's probably about 6 or so. Because I know we got he was here before Honey. Elvis was. And that was 2016 when we got Honey. So yeah, I would say he's probably about 5. I know I'm a horrible mother, Anna. Morning, Tim. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with their ages. I mean, I can kind of timeline it, but it's still hard sometimes. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that coffee's good this morning. I made it good. Nice and chocolatey. I make foo-foo coffee for myself. So what's going on with eBay this morning? Hasn't been very busy yet. Yesterday was I mean, I think I have 6 going out today. I got 2 sales on Macari. Um, you're okay. I can barely remember my kids' age. I understand. I understand. Yeah, I know we got him in December, and I know I was still working. Um, yeah, I would say somewhere between 2014. Anyway, morning, Hank. Hope everybody's having a good morning. There's Sherry, who has a good video on Macari. I might have to check that one. Been putting it off. It it's a I mean it's a good site, I think. Um, and what I have done on Macari is I did free shipping, which I'm not a big fan of free shipping, but it definitely seems to get orders. You get some sales. Tim says I can barely remember my own age. It does not sync automatically. No, you have to physically put stuff over there. And I just build the shipping into my price. Um, and sometimes that works okay, but so they like free shipping and they like to make offers. So it's, and I haven't really had a bad experience um as far as offers, not like low ball, like, $5 for a $38 item. But they do ask for um they do ask for offers. That's what I do on Macari for smaller or items that I know they won't cost to ship. Yeah, exactly. Sherry, you can do free ship or have them prepaid. On Macari, it's super easy. Not a complex. It's not hard. It's not hard. Yeah, Beth. Good morning, Beth. How's your trip? Um, she says do not use Macari labels. They're more expensive, and you can ship on your own. That was my thought. Was if I can ship for I pretty much know what items weigh, and so if I can ship on there for a little bit cheaper, build it into the price, you know, Yeah, I ship from PayPal. Yeah, either PayPal or pirate 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 ship. Is that what it is? Pirate ship? Yeah, pirate ship. And Liz says for really big stuff, I use Macari labels. Yeah. But yeah, I got 2 more sales over there, so that's 5 sales in the last couple of weeks that I've gotten. So, yeah, things are selling. Things are things are moving. I got 1 or 2 on Posh. I got 1 on Posh, 3 on eBay, and 2 on Macari. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that I stuck with it too because it's definitely bringing some sales in and all that. So that's a good thing. We want sales, right? Whether it comes from eBay or not. Sales from any place. Bring it on, baby. We need sales. Morning, Lori.
Good morning.
So, yeah, we're trying.
Where's everybody at?
I have no idea. They must have all got drunk last night and didn't tell me about it.
Sherry says, I have hair. Yes, I do.
She does have, she has a nice head of hair.
With a giant cowlick.
Hey, I got one right here in the back, and it is horrid sometimes. It's like, where did you come from? What's going on?
I look like I've been licked by the whole herd half the time, so I just go with it. Now the
Uh,
puppy's just as crazy.
I'm sure.
I've had a rough morning this morning. I come out of the laundry room. We have a board there just
Uh-huh.
to keep them out, just a small one. I've stepped over that board, I don't know, probably a million times. Well, this morning my slipper slipped down and caught the edge, and down I went. Well, after I bounced off the door facing, I hit the ground. I was like, oh, I just lay there like, did I break anything? I was afraid because I landed on my right side. I
Ugh.
hit the bathroom door frame. I got cut here,
Oh my
bruised,
gosh.
and I'm like, and I jammed my pinky. I'm like, and I'm screaming, ah, yeah, really. I'm here by myself. I thought, well, if I broke something, I'm here all day.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I was like, well, I'm gonna try to get up. So I was able to get up and move around. I'm gonna be sore, but I was like,
Yeah. Take you some Advil and
well, I went and got in a nice hot shower and just let the water hit everywhere I hit. So I learned I don't bounce anymore. I have a really loud thud. There might even be a dent in the floor. I don't know.
haven't checked that yet. Oh my gosh.
But I'm gonna be
I
a nice shade of blue, green, and black on this one
Oh
side.
man.
I'll be too
Perfect timing. I mean, you can have that for your like your football team or
zombie.
whatever, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like,
Uh,
oh my god! And I told Teresa when we put that up, I said I will be the first one to fall over, and she said, "Oh no, you won't." Yeah, I will. I texted her. I said, "I told you."
oh my gosh. Hank says as long as there's not a dent in your ass. Well, there you go.
No, there's a crack there, but it's been there.
Oh man.
Oh,
That's crazy.
I was
Yeah,
like, oh. The dogs were
hopefully
like running around me. I'm like, get away! Because Bob's on the floor. Let's lick her to death.
yeah. Here's
Like,
your chance. Get her.
stepping on my
Attack.
hair. Like, see. Yeah, I'm okay, Texas Bow. I just learned that I don't bounce like I used to. So I got
Man,
plenty of padding in the area, so I'm good.
it's a good thing. Sometimes we got to be thankful for that padding, right?
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
surprised the house had tipped to one side as hard as I hit the opposite wall. I'm like, whoa, I'm
Uh,
gonna put it back down on its foundation.
oh my gosh.
Uh,
Morning, Queen City Picker. Tom, what you doing, Ringo? Hmm? Did you get your breakfast? You did? Oh, that's good.
I'm drinking my breakfast coffee.
Can I help you? You want to get up? Oh my gosh, you're getting so fat.
I know. I told Teresa the other day that we got a Chiweenie. I said she looks more like a bratwurst to the way she's been eating.
Sit down. Just sit down. Here, look. 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 It's like, what am I looking at? I don't want to look at me. I know what I look like, right? Oh. We're not going to do that on camera, are we? No.
He's like, I'm gonna put my butt in the camera. He's all boy, ain't he?
Oh, yeah.
Benji is too. Ain't nothing that dog don't try. He's already learning from the girls too. Hey, look, Bambi, there's Ringo. I'm laying over here.
He's like, yeah, right.
He's like, don't talk to me.
Uh, oh. Let's see here. Yeah, he's a cutie. He is a cutie. We had some thunderstorms yesterday and he was not happy at all. I mean, you could tell when he comes up and he's like right here. He's like, Mama, I need help. I can't do this.
Yeah, Tanner used to be that way. He hated storms. He was our puppy barometer or whatever we call it, storm indicator. And we knew it was going to be a bad one when he would have panic attacks because he would run all over the house. He'd just run up and down the hall, up and down the hall. Then he'd jump up my lap and shake. He'd shake the whole chair. I'm like, yeah, but it's going to be a bad one.
Yeah, he's usually right here. So, what's in the agenda for today? I have no idea.
I got some solds to pack myself, and then
Did you get some sales yesterday?
4 of them.
Woohoo!
Hey, I'll take them. And some Funko Pops to list, and then some more Gone with the Wind stuff. I don't think I'm ever going to see that Gone with the Wind gone.
Hasn't gone yet. Need a good wind to come up and
But it's
take them away.
Everything I've put on's got watchers, at least 1 to 5 watchers on each item. So because
Awesome.
they're older pieces, they're from the 90s. So my sister's.
Do you have an Etsy store?
Me, I do, but I haven't used it in forever.
Okay.
So I'd probably have to redo all my login and stuff, but
yeah,
I'm considering cross posting, but it's hard for me to keep up with eBay right now. So
I know. I understand. I do understand that. Yeah, I got some packages to package up. I'll probably list a few. I did some drafts yesterday, so I'll probably get those pictured and up, and then do the shipping, and then see. I have shoes on the agenda for today to list. So
I've been keeping track of how much I list a month and what I've listed, the amount that I've listed it for, just to see, and then comparing it with what my sales are. So hopefully, just more math for me to do.
Hey,
Teacher's like, I think you just like making charts. I said, yeah, I do. One chart over here, one over there.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Charts are good.
I said, I use the bar chart because the pie charts just make me want pie. So.
That make me hungry.
Of course, in the bar charts, I'm wanting candy bars. So, I mean, it's like,
Good morning, Kathy. Shark and Mom Deals. Hope you're recovering well. I've seen some of your posts on Instagram, and you look like you're doing good. She's got another surgery on her other knee coming up. Let's see, that would be, I think you said it was on the 10th. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's on the 10th that she has her next surgery. So, but I'm glad you're getting it all done. You're going to feel like a new woman when you get that all taken care of.
I keep bouncing off the floors. I'm going to need surgeries on something, I'm sure.
Morning, Sally.
Morning.
Good morning.
I'm off today.
What? Somebody make a mistake on the schedule?
I think so.
Man.
Run with it. Say bye.
But I have to work 10.5 hours tomorrow. And then I get 3 days off in a row.
Well, that's good. I mean, it's too bad they couldn't have flip-flopped that and you could have got 4. But I guess
agree.
beggars can't be choosers, right?
Right.
Take what you can get.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. Hello, Hank.
I'm glad you were able to.
Hello, Governor. Sorry, I've been watching Wentworth.
Awesome. The right knee is doing great, just muscular now. I have the next one on the 10th. There you go.
That's awesome.
I'm glad that you're doing well. That's great. What's new, sister?
I got a whole bag of tickets last night.
Oh, cool.
Oh my gosh.
And I found there was a GQ with Brad Pitt on it.
Ooh, I like
that'll
it.
sell.
I'll buy it.
That would sell.
And then there's
brand new.
yeah. And then there's Wired.
Huh.
They're both in the plastic.
You know, I'm
Wow.
related to Edgar Allan Poe. Of course, that explains my brother Danny to a T, but yeah, related.
That's interesting.
Yep. Explains Lacey's dark side too. When she writes, her poetry is like very dark. It's like, okay, are you one step away from being a serial killer, or do I need to work? Do I need to
Morning, Jennifer.
And there was this little sticker, your story 3D thing. I think it's a Wendy's.
Huh.
I think it's a Wendy's kid toy.
Might still be able to sell that.
But yeah, there's a bill in there. We ain't paying that, are we, buddy?
Oh.
Especially if you got money for all these.
Man. So those are all
these tickets.
Those are all scratched, but you haven't checked them yet.
Right.
So you got to go through and check them.
Yes.
There you go.
And hopefully
he's
not as good as he thinks he is.
Who?
This person, whoever dumped these, they were all together. Mm-hmm.
I gotcha.
They were all together.
Wow. Hank says, had y'all on the phone right now, switched to computer. Didn't really
realize.
Follow you? Oh, okay. The ad played some sort of musical. I thought jumped out of my skin. Oh. Gotcha. Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Not much.
How's your
Not
son's
much.
yesterday?
I think I got 6.
I think I got.
I got 2 more on Macari, so
Oh, good
that was good.
job.
That was good.
I need to get over there and start busting my ass, I think.
Sally, stop saying it and do it.
Uh-huh. I thought you were going to tell me something else like, don't be so hard on yourself. You work a full-time job. You've been sick. I thought you were going to give me a reason, an excuse.
Nope.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Nope. No excuses here. We ain't got no time for that. No time at all.
I thought you were going to give me a way out. Brandon said, I sold a pair of pants yesterday. Actually, I sold 2 pairs of pants yesterday. And Brandon goes, man, I wish my jeans would sell like yours. I said, start listing again.
Yep.
You list every day. You should be listing every single day.
At least 10.
Yeah, at least.
At least 10. If not more. But, you know.
Yeah.
It does make a difference.
Yep. And like, you know, whenever he first started, it was, you know, it was really, you know, they were popping off, and he's got to get back to that.
Yeah. Yep. And he should be a believer. He should be a believer.
I can sell some mangy shit on eBay. I mean, I've done it. If it's ugly, it'll sell. That is one thing that is for certain.
That is true.
You can find the ugliest damn shirt and think there is absolutely no way. I mean, I've heard it from him so many times. You know, different things, you know, like, oh, whenever I started picking up filters, he just thought that was just the stupidest shit. And I'm like, watch. And I think the first ones actually that I sold, I didn't even pay for, because I think they were my old Brita filters that I was getting for free with couponing.
Oh.
And so I started listing those, and every one of them sold. Every one of them. And he was like, really? Yeah, really. And air filters and all this stuff. And he's like, really? Yeah.
The proof is in the pudding right there. Shark and Mom Dill says, Sally, where do you sell most of the jeans?
eBay.
eBay.
Yeah. I don't think I might have sold 2 or 3 pairs on Poshmark, but I can't. It seems like I can't sell. I mean, I don't want to say I can't, because I have, but Poshmark likes shirts and dresses and stuff like that for me.
It's true. Shoes. They like shoes.
Yeah.
Shoes do really good on Poshmark, I think. I think they do a little bit better on Posh than they do on. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why
my cup's bigger than yours, Tom.
Pardon me?
Said my cup's bigger than yours.
I think your cup is bigger than everybody's.
Because I just have.
Well, it came from Texas, so
Oh,
that's probably why. It's
your drinking cup. You're talking about your drinking cup. I was about to say, of course your cups are bigger.
That is true, Liz. The shipping cost for shoes is better on Posh. I love Poshmark. I just love it. I mean, if something happened, I hope it doesn't, but if something happened on eBay that I couldn't sell on there, I'd go to Posh and I'd blow it up and get stuff
Mhm.
done.
eBay's got to work on their shipping prices.
Yeah, that I don't see that ever happening.
No.
Because I, you know, the fugly boots that I got listed, excuse me, these gorgeous pieces of boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are awesome.
They're
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah.
They're heavy.
Yeah.
They cost almost $20 to ship.
How do you walk in them? Is there a heel?
Um,
Oh my god!
Here's the ground. There's the shoe.
No, they're heelless heels.
yeah.
That's the new. That's the new thing.
Wear.
Okay, I've never told anybody, no, I will not say you something. But Lori, the way you stumble and fall and all this kind of stuff, no, I will not say these.
I would not wear them. You couldn't pay me to wear them.
Your daughter will be suing me for.
Now my daughter would wear those, but she's clumsy too. Except
Well-
for when she was in dance, she can dance like a gazelle, but if she walks down on the floor, she trips over a blade of grass, twists her ankle. How in the hell can you dance so gracefully, but you can't walk from here to there without falling?
If you think about it, though, I bet you a woman made those shoes. You know, that design.
I don't know.
I bet you they did, because if you think about it, like women have, because men made the other hills. Men made the hills.
Yeah, I curse them every day.
And I bet you a woman made those, because if you think about it, women walk on, well, I don't know. I walk on the front of my foot. Yeah. Not the back of my foot.
Mhm.
I walk on the front of my foot. So hills always killed me to walk in. And if you think about it, those would actually, I'd probably do really well in those.
Mhm.
I'd probably be top
Not that I
heavy
would
and
wear
go,
them.
"Meow."
I'm thinking about. I was just about to send them to Sally just so Brandon would have to get out and videotape her walking around in them, working in them, and everything else.
I can't see how they walk in stilettos. I mean, who thought shoving a pencil up in the back of a shoe and walking on it would be comfortable? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, no.
So
When
Liz
Cynthia-
said, sorry.
Go ahead.
Liz says, Tom, I put shoes in the smallest box I can fit them in, put the box in a bag, and then I go to pirate ship, and most shoes cost under $9 to ship. So that might be something to look at.
This part is real heavy.
Yeah.
This is like all wood or something. I don't know, with the laminate over it.
It looked like they were trying to do a ice skate and forgot what they were working on.
Yeah, I'll try that, Liz. Thank you for saying that. When Sasha started walking,
Quit copying me.
and because he didn't start walking until he was almost 3, because of the whole orphanage in Russia situation or Ukraine situation. But anyway, his shoes for the first year of his life was like bowling shoes, very hard soles, because he wanted to tippy toe all the time.
Mhm.
And so he actually went to a PT for it, and he basically wore bowling shoes, hard, flat surfaces.
Yeah.
And I mean, now every once in a while I'll catch him tippy toeing, but I'm like, what's up with that? He's like, oh, I don't know. But I mean, it was a long challenge with that.
I used to run on my tips of my toes. I'm got medals in it and track, so I mean, it was working.
Sharky Mom Deal says, I'm surprised stilettos haven't led to the extension of women. If you go to
men.
I know. if you go to uptown Charlotte and see these women walking around out there, they've got their foot is just about
Yeah.
straight up and down.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Yeah.
must have like 9-inch heels on them.
Yep.
And these are real working girls, not working girls.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. It's unreal how high they are, and I couldn't do that. I couldn't walk on even being in the best shape. I still couldn't. I couldn't do it. So Tommy says, question is a thrifty picker the next level after a thrifty picker?
I just fixed it. I figured out how.
So there.
Oh my gosh.
Nana boo boo.
Yep.
Oh, definitely. I'd break my neck. Tommy says, for Macari, I always choose ship myself due to pirate ship being so cheap. Yep.
Where do you ship yourself to? Sorry. It's just been one of them mornings.
This is a Thursday smartass morning.
That's a normal day for me. I mean, according to my family.
Yeah.
I did not know on pirate ship
Mm-hmm.
that if you picked bag instead of box, that it would be different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just learned something.
So Tritty.
Yeah, makes a big difference.
And like 50 Cent. So I'm Twitty.
Shitty said. 50 cent.
Yeah.
Fishing and picker.
Hi, Kathy.
I have never visited the Uptown Cabaret.
Hey, Hank.
Why not?
Well, Tommy, why didn't you tell me this already? I'm blaming it on you.
What did he do now? He's always in
He
trouble.
didn't tell me that,
How dare you?
that if you put a bag instead of a box, then it could be different price.
Yeah. Yeah, on the pirate ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
I
Sharky
told you
Mom.
that.
Hey, my twin.
I think I've shared that with you before, Sally.
No.
No? Oh, sorry.
No, because I would have known.
Box in a bag. Yeah, I don't need to research anything else. I've went down too many damn rabbit holes the last few days.
I
Is
think
that-
that's
that
actually how I shipped. Well, I couldn't have put those in a bag, but the suitcases.
Right.
Because I was just trying to. Well, Brandon told me the measurements, and then he goes, "Wait, I think I only gave you the measurement of one," and I had already printed the label.
Oh my gosh.
And I could have freaking killed him. And then he's like, "Wait, no, it's right." I'm like, "Oh my God, would you freaking stop doing this to me?"
Throw something at him.
I'm gonna cry right now because I had already told the guy, because I had to tell the guy how much it was. So I sent him an invoice specifically telling him how much it was so that he could pay for it.
Right.
And then he does that to me. I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna kill you."
No fish. I go over to leather and lace, and my favorite girl is Saffron. Okay, so let's change the subject.
There you go. There you go. Saffron, huh? That's an interesting name. Good morning, Kathy.
Morning.
David's reselling journey.
He changed his name.
Oh.
Yeah, he used to be David in the boot, the
Oh,
car
carpet.
picker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that David McMillan?
This is the Brit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same guy. Okay.
I like this name better, David. I can't do the other name.
I'll just call you David. How about
There
that?
you go. Make it
David.
simple. David.
We'll give you an accent with it.
There you go.
David.
Tommy,
Ma'am.
I listened to
Oh,
you guys once.
I would say they're up you whenever you're working, so you probably do get to hear them every once in a while.
Yeah.
Turn it on. I bet you won't have no
I
customers.
didn't even know you guys had a show until last week. Come on.
God.
What?
I didn't know that Tommy and Tracy had a show until last week.
Oh my gosh.
I know,
Back
because
into
nobody
the
tells
work.
me crap.
Hey, Jojo.
Where's
Come on.
Beth? Where's Beth? She's supposed to have this information, like, so that she can make sure everybody knows stuff.
Come on, Sally.
It's
she's in
Beth's fault.
Indiana, isn't she?
Yeah, you need to wear earbuds if you listen at work. That's for sure. It gets dirty.
I can't.
Nope.
Hey,
I
Jennifer.
can't do it.
Not allowed.
Aw, man.
We even at one point we were like, they're letting us listen to music in the cooler and stuff like that. Now we can't even do that.
Oh man.
Sure.
I guess they didn't like my
The music.
my rap music or something. I don't know. But like
yeah, you're
it-
right.
it would be funny. It would be funny though, because like somebody would come in, so I'd come out of the cooler, I'd go up to the front, and they would go back to the cooler and open one of the cooler doors, and you could hear my music blaring out.
Oh my gosh. I got a good blast of music, right?
Yeah. They're like, well, that'll wake you up if nothing does. Coffee don't.
Tommy says Beth only asked me very personal questions I can't repeat.
Hush, Tommy, I'm not on your show. I behave myself.
Tommy. I was late this morning. I was like 2 minutes late this morning.
She was. I was getting worried about you. I was like going, oh, Valerie's late. What the world's going on?
Ah,
I had to message
Hey.
Tommy, let him know.
Yeah, she had to kick Lance out of the bed this morning.
shoot, I wish. I wish I was the case.
She wouldn't be
I,
kicking.
I wouldn't even be here right now if that was the
She'd be
case.
like, yeah, 5 days late.
I'll just be truthful with y'all.
Bitches, I ain't never coming back home. I got other things to do.
Yeah.
Y'all best handle it. I'm riding a cowboy. Leave me
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah.
Oh, who was it that had that Roku just here recently?
Roku.
Did somebody have a Roku that they were going to sell or something? I need to find a Roku because I don't have a smart TV. It's a dumb one.
Even the smart ones are pretty damn stupid.
Honestly, the dumb ones are better because there's just so all that smart crap that they build in the TVs. My brother's has only had his for like 6 months and it quit. That part quit working. So he's got a Roku stuck into it now to make the smart part work.
Well, then, but I need a Roku.
Okay, what do you need a Roku for?
To stream, what do you call it? Walking Dead.
Okay.
What is it called? Sling.
Sling. Okay.
Go right over there.
Yeah, Brandon went to Walmart yesterday looking for one and they're all sold out.
Oh, wow. They probably all want it the same reason you do, huh?
Did you see what Joanna says?
Yeah.
Yeah, I signed up. I don't know, you do something like pay 2 months ahead of time or something.
Right.
And they give you a free Roku. Well, I ain't got that kind of cash. Well, but really, if I think it's like, I don't think he could have done it on the first payment or whatever. It has to be like the second and third payment. I don't know what it is. Anyways,
you could probably find one pretty cheap on eBay.
I don't know. I thought Brandon went on there and looked, but
Or check Amazon even.
No, we stream through our PS4, which is not good, but that's what we do anyway. Like because you can load apps like YouTube and all those
Yeah.
onto it. I don't know about Sling because I don't mess with those, but I really like YouTube on a 32-inch TV.
So what she thinks about that.
Yeah, she's in my dadgum Pop-Tart wrapper over here.
You need to get one of those new toys they got out. They look like a little whack-a-mole for cats. They got
Yes.
little holes and it keeps popping out, and the cats are like playing with it.
We bought one of those. They're made for babies, for toddlers. They're like a ball, but they've got like little.
Oh, the Bumble Ball.
And you turn them on and they bounce around, and it's supposed to cause the toddler to crawl it and try to catch it and whatnot. I bought one of those for her and the other cat, and we got them all in the same room, and I turned it on, and they kind of sniffed at it for a few minutes, and then she walked off and sat down and just watched it.
She was damn retarded. She gonna make her work that hard.
She's like, if I find she says, I hunt bugs, I hunt the occasional mouse that happens to wander through here. I'm not chasing no piece of $30 plastic. Isn't that right?
Or get that thing that has the ball that keeps going around. They're trying to catch it.
Yeah. Oh, we've had one of those. Nah.
She's not interested.
Exactly.
She likes to hunt.
Or just put a cardboard box on the floor. My cats, they have cat beds and everything. What they sleep in? Damn cardboard box.
Yep.
At Christmas time, Pumpkin, that's the male cat. He's orange. He's in hog heaven because every Amazon box that comes in this house, he's got to crawl up inside of. He's got.
That was the cat that I used to have. He loved plastic bags. Oh my God. He would run from one side of the room to the other and land in that bag.
And
it would skid across the floor. He loved it.
The only thing about the bags is that they have handles on them and they'll get caught around their neck. That's the only thing about the bags. Now, like when we go to get takeaway from, stores that like they give you the big bags, like they put all your order in these big bags, like Longhorn and those places. Oh man, now they like those because you can. They're always paper bags, so you can kind of get them to stand up. She will go sliding across the floor up into those things. They like those.
Now my one cat, he's scared to death of a bag. If you rattle plastic, he gone.
Wow.
No, she thinks it's food. They think it's food. Like I can open up a can of food and not a can of food. I can open up a can of beans and they're both at my feet looking at me going, what are we eating?
Yeah. Heaven forbid you got to open tuna. All over you.
How dare you eat all over cat food?
It's like I like corned beef hash. I'll open that and here they come. It's like, no, go away.
I make this thing where it's a seasoned field pea, and they have pepper, like some kind of peppers in them. And I dump it in a pot, and I dump a can of water in it, and then I dump a can of instant rice in it, and I bring it to a boil, put the lid on it, set it off the burner, and it makes a good either side dish. I mean, I eat it by itself just like that. But also you can put you can buy the chunks of ham already cut up in like vacuum sealed bags at the grocery store. Throw some of that in it. It's a one pot meal. And it, if it's just the rice and the beans, you're talking $1.50 for dinner.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I love red beans and rice.
I do too.
Me too.
Yeah, I like any beans. Honestly, I like any beans. The big white ones. You know what I'm talking about?
Butter beans.
No, those are not butter beans. Butter beans.
Garbanzo.
No, they're big and flat. They're like a
Oh,
Navy beans?
No, they're bigger than navy beans.
Good God, how many beans you got to go through? Yes, yes.
I'll think at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna think about it and grab up my phone and say, on the group chat is like
yeah.
on the reseller, I'm gonna put in it's such and such beans.
The lima
But
beans?
Lima beans are green.
they're like lima beans, only they're a little bit bigger and they're white. Anyway, I'm not too fond of those because to me they taste waxy. But I like all kinds of beans.
Now I gotta go look in my damn pantry. 'Cause I know we have.
Oh God, Hank is in there.
Got butter beans.
No, butter beans are not white. They're lavender colored.
Sherry says it's butter beans. It has to be.
Yeah,
No,
it
it's
has to be
not.
butter beans.
Maybe
I don't know. I don't mess with beans. I don't cook beans. I don't eat beans.
I was thinking they were.
I
don't
like beans.
I don't want
Oh.
anything to do with beans. Nope.
Anyway,
That's what I'm saying, Sharon. It has to be butter beans. He's crazy.
no, butter beans are little, and
Cannellini.
Yeah, they have large butter beans too.
okay, those are not butter beans. That's some kind of freaky stuff you people
It's called
eat.
cannellini. It's the
Butter
largest
beans.
of the group of the white bean.
Butter beans are little because you've shelled them. You've had to shell them. You grow them in the garden.
Not if you buy them in the can. You don't have to do nothing.
But they're better when Mama makes them.
Navy beans. Navy beans are smaller, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, it's
I don't
a
know.
mute point. Big one. So everybody's gonna be walking through the bean section at the supermarket and go, "Those are the ones that Tom don't like."
I don't like lima beans.
Lima beans, I'm not too fond of, but I'll eat them, because I grew up in a household. Here's what I made for dinner. If you don't eat it, you go hungry.
Well, I guess I'm gonna be going hungry.
Like
quite a bit.
Texas Val said, you're gonna have to learn how to eat brown beans and cornbread. That's how you live in the South.
Pinto beans.
You have to have cornbread with it.
Soup beans,
I'll eat
cornbread.
cornbread.
No, if I were having guests, then I will ask, do y'all eat such and such? And if you say no, then I'll adapt it. But to the household members,
Mm.
you get what
I
you
think
get.
I know what I'm having for dinner tonight.
Ugh.
Beans.
Beans and cornbread.
I like soup beans, cornbread, and with collard greens too, all in the same bowl.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had those.
I
Oh,
don't
it's
think
good.
I've
You just
ever
throw it
had
all in
collard greens either.
or
Collard
mustard greens, either one. You throw it all in the bowl together, a big slab of onion and butter.
Is that kale?
No,
Screw
No.
kale.
they're just
Kale is a fake green. Okay,
Yeah. That's a lie. That kale is a lie.
it's a lie.
yeah.
It is a lie.
It's a
Collard
flat out
greens and
lie.
mustard greens. I like that better than I like spinach. I'm not a big spinach fan.
Really?
I'm hungry now.
Spinach, people cook spinach to death where it's gooey. I don't like that.
I like spinach salad, the regular leaf spinach, but not
Right.
cooked spinach.
Spinach dip's good.
I like
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
spinach
baby.
stuff.
There's nothing healthy about spinach dip at all, but it's good.
Nobody said that had to be healthy, Tom. Damn it.
Now, my
What?
mom,
You
my
can
mom
eat it with good bread.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my mom used to make wilted spinach with bacon grease and a little bit of vinegar and a little bit of sugar and bacon chunks. Oh my god, I would eat that.
I can make some really good eggs with spinach.
Now I like spinach leaf in my fresh spinach leaf in my egg and cheese omelet. I'll eat that.
Mm,
Fish and bacon. I know, right? Everybody's gonna be hungry by the time we get
I
done.
know.
Oh my gosh.
And I just got done with breakfast too. Dang
Damn,
it.
that sounds good, Fish. He says, I want some fried chicken and with some greens and cornbread.
Oh Lord.
Oh, nothing is better on a cold winter day than a big old pot of pinto beans that have been simmering all day long and a big old thing of cornbread.
Now see, I like the white navy bean over
Yeah.
the pinto bean with
Oh,
some
do ya?
onion in it, a little salt and pepper and garlic. Oh yeah, and some ham. Throw a ham hock in there, let it cook all day.
Mm,
Yep.
Put it over cornbread too.
Uh huh. Yeah, that's
I'll
something
be-
I could eat that in the morning. It's like,
No.
Yeah.
Damn.
Breakfast.
it's got ham in it. That's close enough to bacon. There we go.
There you go. There you go.
You know, if I've been up 30 minutes and I have not eaten, by in 30 minutes I'm like wide awake and I'm like, what's in the refrigerator to eat? I might eat leftover spaghetti or
Yeah.
lasagna. So, well, I don't eat lasagna, but I'll eat, spaghetti or
Pizza.
there's some,
Chicken.
salmon stew. Let's heat that baby up.
I've had White Castles in the morning.
Oh God.
It's like,
Yeah,
ooh,
Chris, here.
sounds good.
I'm hungry.
I
Chicken
know.
and salmon.
Let's eat. I'm ready.
I haven't had anything to eat yet, so now I'm making myself hungry. I'm about to go.
I like
Lady, that sounds good. Oh,
I like
fried
leftover
taters,
chicken and
pork
dumplings.
chops, cornbread.
Oh God, yeah, Mr. Sadie.
I'm coming to your house now, Mr. Sadie.
Right.
I made
Kathy,
a, I made a
Kathy,
pizza
screw
the other
those people
day.
up north. We're going to Mr. Sadie's house.
That's great.
I've got to go through. I've got to go by you to get to him. So
We'll go.
I made pizza the other day. I put pesto sauce on it instead of the red sauce, and then I put
Uh-huh.
tomato and mozzarella on it. Oh, it was good.
you know what's good is to get the I don't know what they're called, but they're like a flat shell. They're not like they're not like a Mexican type shell.
Like a pita bread type.
Yeah, but it's like a flat bread or something like that. I don't remember what it's called, but it's real thin.
Mm-hmm.
You take it out and you put a little olive oil on it and some olive oil.
Olive oil. Yeah.
Get the little jars of minced onions. I mean, minced garlic, and put some of that. Dabble that with it, and then a couple of white cheeses, and then bake it.
White Jesus?
White cheeses.
Like Jesus. You racist.
Shredded Jesus.
White cheeses. Allie, you do not need any earbuds in at work.
With y'all today.
Speaking of Jesus, I was standing in line in Walmart. I standing in line at Walmart, and this little boy asked his mama, his grandmother, he said, Granny, are you, Daddy says you're old. Are you old? She said, baby, I remember when Jesus got his first pair of long pants.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was too funny.
Wait a minute, let's see what's Mr. Sadie cooking up. My mom said
I needed that. Thank you, Mom.
Oh, my stomach
Thank you,
started
Jesus. I
yesterday.
be deaf.
I tell you
So I
what,
could enjoy that.
one of my Liz says I'm gonna need to find a church potluck dinner after all this mess. When I was in high school, one of my buddies was a black guy. And,
I'm okay, Bambi.
we would go,
He's like, what's wrong? What are they doing?
they would have their big church dinners on the ground, and
Oh,
I
right.
went, so he'd invite a bunch of us to go because they had singing and all this. It's one of those all day things, you go for Sunday school preaching, then they have a big lunch, and then they have singing. So we would go, and oh my God, the food.
Okay, I'll be back now. I got to pee. Y'all made me laugh so hard.
They would have such food there, fried chicken fixed any damn way you can think of. They had it fixed, and ham and roast beef.
I was just thinking, man, that must be really good, whatever it is, if they call it white Jesus.
That's the southern cheese. You can only get it down here.
Yeah.
We need all the help we can get, Sally.
I know, right?
Joanna, I don't think I've ever had corn pudding.
Yeah, I think I have actually.
I haven't.
So
I've had corn casserole, but not corn pudding.
during the summer, it's hard to cook because you get, but during the winter, it's like get the crock pot out. It's time for chicken corn soup,
Oh yeah.
chicken and dumplings, stews of all kinds, shapes, and forms.
I'm good for some good chili beans today, man. Chili beans and cornbread. That's what I'm
That'd be
having.
good
I don't
too.
care. I'll make it myself. I don't care.
Well, the chili that you make yourself is a
Yeah.
lot better. Even if
Oh yeah.
even if you're just throwing stuff out of a can and you put the seasoning in it,
Oh yeah.
it's still a lot better than that stuff you buy in a can.
Bye, Tim. Have a good day.
Bye, Tim.
Oh, we have it's a beer chili. It's actually really good, but you got to put the right dark beer is good in it.
Tim's going to go get him something to eat.
Yeah, probably. Could
Yeah,
you bring us back something too, please?
please.
He says he's going. He didn't say where he's going. He just said he had to go. But he's going to go. He's going to run down to the Bojangles and get him a biscuit. And some ham.
Joanna, if I can you message me and send that to me?
I know, right? Mine's no secret. It's just beer.
I don't have a chili recipe and I really need one.
Oh, speaking of chili, I have to make like 40 quarts this weekend.
Oh wow.
I'm going to the Irons Fruit Farm Festival and selling. They want me to bring my chili and sell it. So okay.
The
Can you
boys
send me your recipe?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
school that the boys used to go to, they had a chili cook-off every year. They had like the classes would get together and cook. Each of the kids' classes would get together and make chili, and then parents could make chili and bring it in too. And what it was a fundraiser for whatever activities they were going on. One of the teachers who is the mother of one of Sasha's good friends, she was also the coach. She said, "Man, I hate when they have these damn chili cook-offs on Wednesday night." And I said, "Why is that?" She says, "Tom, think about it. Lots of chili, teenage boys."
I know, right?
I'm like, call in sick tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. For the rest of the week.
You've been nauseated. Well, they only went to school Monday through Thursday, so I said, just call in sick tomorrow. You're nauseated because you will be if you go to school.
I'm making a cream cheese banana pudding this weekend.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That sounds damn good. I love a good banana pudding.
I just forgot the bananas, so I gotta go get those, and I'll be good. I can make everything.
My mother and my sister-in-law make mac and cheese where you bake it in the oven. You boil your noodles, you put your noodles down, then you put a layer of cheese, and then another layer of noodles and another layer of cheese, and then you mix up milk and a little bit of flour or something like that, and you pour in on it, and then you bake it. Sasha can eat a bowl of that shit by himself. I mean, he just goes ape crap over that stuff. He's like, "Why don't we ever make it?" I said, when you say you want mac and cheese, because I don't eat mac and cheese, I said, I open a box. Now, if you want to learn to make that, there's the kitchen.
Yeah. Hi, Jennifer and Rita.
Anna, what are you having problems with your PC?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Is it a printer or a PC?
Oh, is that that's the one that's not it keeps on. It's for Windows 10 that's killing it or something.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Unless it's a high-end gaming computer, you can go buy a new one just for the price of what they're going to charge you to sit it on the desk and look at it.
So Windows 10 has fucked everything.
Yeah, I agree.
I cannot believe she has said that.
Hey, Karen.
Joanna does not say the F word.
She must be pissed.
She must be. But like I said, you know, unless they've come down on their rates, they used to charge $150 to set it. You set your computer on their counter and look at it.
I mean, unless you have somebody that knows what they're doing, like really local to you, and you know, I don't think it'd be worth it to drive 40 miles just for computer. Sorry. That's just, I mean, yeah. I mean, I know that it's hard to come up with money to replace one, but that is.
How old a computer is it, Joanna?
Well, it has Windows 10. I don't know how long that's been out.
Oh, that's been out a while.
Oh,
She said her DVD burner won't even load anymore. It's not available.
wow. Yeah, it sounds like it needs a hammer.
Mhm.
That usually helps.
It's
Or a bullet.
4 years old.
Well,
Oh, wow.
that's a I don't want to say in computer world, it's
That's-
probably obsolete,
Yeah.
you know, and it's probably going to have to be completely wiped and start fresh.
Unless you know somebody that can get you a disk or something and maybe just put Windows 7 back on it.
Yeah, that's true.
I have 7 and my computer's like 8 years old.
Yeah.
It's had a new hard drive, but
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I don't have Windows 10.
Well, I mean, you know, like the saying, don't fix something if it ain't broke.
Joanna, call them and find out how much it'll cost for them to even look at it. And if that's included, if they find out what the problem is and they repair it, is that initial counter fee? Is that subtracted from the price of what it costs to fix? Because if you start dropping $300 on for them to fix your BIOS,
Yeah, you might as well buy another
you
computer.
might as well go ahead and buy
Yeah.
another computer.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely would do that.
Because you're going to lose 8 out, and that's 4 years old. How far did she say it was? 40 minutes away?
Yeah,
Yeah.
45 minutes away.
So you're going to drive there, come home, then go back and get it and come home.
Yeah.
So you're going to
Yep.
lose. You're going to lose about 3 hours in your own in time, plus, you know, like I said, they might have come down on their fees because people nowadays are like, screw it, I'll just go buy a new one. You know, they don't mess with.
Or fix it myself because
or
I
fix it
can
myself.
pull a video off my phone and learn how to do it myself, you know?
Yeah, the video quit working. Well, first thing you do is just go get you another video card, slap in it, you know.
Oh, she said she's going to hang around in town.
Okay, well, hopefully, see if they can schedule in your appointment then.
Yeah. Shark and Mom's Deal says, yeah, would require what's called a low-level format to go from Windows 10 to Windows 7. So that's all computer talk to me. I don't know. Nothing
Well,
about that.
this laptop that I'm running right now with the camera on it, it's one of Roberta's that it's her hand-me-down. It had Windows 7 on it, and I don't even remember how to use Windows 7. So I went online and downloaded the free version of Windows 10 and put on it.
Why would you need a different PC to download drivers, Joanna?
That wouldn't work, would it? I mean, if you had drivers, I mean, wouldn't you have to download the driver on the computer that you? I don't know.
Most places you can download it and not open it.
Yeah.
You can download drivers onto a disk.
Yeah.
This is beyond my pay scale.
Yeah, Joanna, they don't ship.
Way beyond my pay scale.
The only thing that ships with the dadgum DVD drive on it now is a desktop. All
Yeah.
the laptops, none of them have, because people want super light.
Yep.
I got an old HP over there, sitting over there, a laptop, and that thing must weigh 40 pounds. I mean, it's a heavy old sucker.
Yeah, I have a laptop from like 12, 13 years ago, and that sucker's heavy. And it's a Dell.
And now, now you pick them up. If you go to a computer store and you just pick it up to see how much it weighs, you just about think it's a daggum demo, a fake one.
Yep.
Unless they've actually got something running on it.
Yeah, you might be able to find. Yeah, that's a good idea. Kathy says, Joanna, they used to sell driver discs under their website support. Yeah, some of them do. But you should be able to also download those to a disk too. Like if you can go to a library, I don't know if you could do that at a library.
I don't think they'll let you download, but I could be wrong on that. Or call one of your local computer stores if you got one that you trust.
Well, that's an option too.
And say, look, this is the situation. What do you think? What's an estimated cost on doing it? Fixing it.
Yeah.
Because I used to keep someplace around here. I've got all of the updates to all the Windows programs. I had them burned to disk, and so okay. Instead of waiting for it to download all that crap, I can just pop a disk into it and load it off of, and then do update 1, update 2, and call it a day.
Yep. There you go. Yeah, with this computer, I've had it for what, maybe 2 years, and I've had some issue. There's been many a times I wanted to take a hammer to this one.
Well, it's like my desktop that's over here that I use all the time and was streaming off of it. That thing must be about 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I don't download anything, and it drives me crazy around this household. Somebody will start up their computer, and it takes 30 minutes for it to fire up, because it's got so many. They've got so many mini programs running on it. Disk blocker and tracker, anti-tracker, and all this other bullshit on it. That's what destroys computers.
Yep, that's true.
Just run it as clean as possible.
Tom, you having a show tonight?
Yeah, it's probably going to be 8:45 before I do it, though.
Okay. You going to your parents today?
No, my mom is. My mom and dad have company this week, so my mom's not going to be going anywhere. Usually on Thursday, that's when she goes gets her hair done. She goes gets groceries. She just gets away from my dad for a while.
Yeah.
And they've got company coming in, so they came in yesterday, so they're going to be busy with them all week.
That's good.
Yeah. Because they're old friends of my mom and dad's, and my dad needs. I think Dad needs one of his old friends around him a little bit, because he's kind of getting. I think he's getting a little bit depressed.
Yeah.
About his eyes, and I understand that.
Sure. Welcome back, Bum Crack. Glad you made it back.
I hope you told. Okay, Joanna. She was talking about she don't have many programs installed and blah blah blah. What we do with this stuff. I mean, just for the general eBay, Amazon, YouTubing stuff. those are not high power programs. So anything will run them just about. Bumcrat, if you had to play Uber driver or Lyft driver, I hope you charged them for them. Charged them if they sat in the back seat.
Mm.
It was family.
It doesn't matter.
I got the family discount.
I'll go get my kids, and one of them, and it'll be just one of them, and they'll get in the back seat. And I'm like, unless you're planning on paying me, you better get your little narrow ass in the front seat. I'm not a Uber driver.
Mm.
Our running deal with Roberta is when on the afternoons I pick her up, because I always pull up to where the closest that I can get to her, and I open both doors because I put her laptop and stuff in the back seat, and she says, "Well, thank you, sir, but you're still not getting 5 stars." Told her, "Well, next time I won't run to her to get her laptop so she don't have to tote it. I'll just make her tote it herself."
See how well that works out for you, Tom.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Until she tells you to get your fat ass over there and get it going.
And then I just start limping a lot.
Um,
She ain't gonna care.
oh, you hurt my pride.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And see, that's one of the things I don't like about the all-in-one computers. Look cool, but dang, something goes out in it, which there's nothing to go out in them because everything's built onto the motherboard. But if you got to do work on it, you're just totally screwed.
Yep.
And it used to be, I used to build all my computers. We never bought off the shelf.
Really?
Yeah, but you can buy, unless you're building a super gaming computer, you can buy off the shelf cheaper than you can build.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. I don't know that I would go with one of those all-in-one computers. I don't, just because I've not heard good things,
Yeah.
and like this one, it's an old Dell, and that's had a upgraded hard drive. Well, if if something goes out on them, you can replace them.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing about desktops. If your video card goes bad, you can go to Walmart and get a $40, if that much, video card and slap in it and have it operating in no time. And most people, the lady that I do work for every once in a while, her girlfriend, her lady friend, let's put it that way. Her video card went out and she called me, or her video went out and she called me, and I texted her a few things to try, and it didn't work. I said, go get it. Just run to Walmart, get a video card, and put it in. And then she texted me back, have you lost your mind? Have you been drinking? You're talking to me. I said, it's real simple. And
I wouldn't know how to do it.
About 2 hours later, she called me back, or she texted me back, and she says, it's fixed. We're good. Thank you very much. Send me a bill.
Wow. I wouldn't know where to. I wouldn't know where to put it. So.
Well, see, a lot of the new computers don't have like my computer here. It doesn't have any slots.
Right.
So if the video goes out, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
No, I take that back. It's got a video card in it. It's the network, because I wanted to go to a 1,000-bit network card, and there's not a slot to plug it into. Oh. So.
Well, that's an option too, Johanna. You guys are Just I still have my Windows
Get it.
XP tower here. Ah, come on, baby, let's go. I'm ready. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll take it. She's thinking about pulling it out and cleaning it up and connecting it.
My God, I wouldn't even know how to use XP again. It's been so long.
You'd figure it out though.
You know, people talk so bad about XP. I liked XP. XP was a pretty solid product.
Yeah, actually it was.
I sold a bathing suit.
Good job.
A Speedo.
You didn't sell my Speedo, did you?
I did sell it. Yep. I sold it.
Tom's going on a cruise. Watch out.
No, this fat ass is not getting in a Speedo.
Come on.
And unless you're diving off a 40-meter diving platform, you're speed racing or swimming, or you're 6 years old, you're not supposed to be in a damn Speedo.
That's still debatable then too.
That's
still debatable too.
I mean,
But the 6-year-old part?
All of it. They shouldn't even make Speedos. There's something seriously wrong with that.
Sharky Mom Bill says you can tell I used to do tech work. I have numerous old desktops. Need to get rid of them. I never get my round 2.
I never get my round to it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was like, huh?
Made sense to me. My round to it.
Yeah, you go. It used to be you go to like when we go down to the surveyors convention or any other kind of conventions there. So one of the dealers would have these little wooden coins, you know, pressed wooden coins that have round to it on it. That's what it would printed on it. So they can say, so here I gave you a round to it, you know.
Never heard of that before.
Have you never? Damn,
No.
you California people have missed out.
Never have. Never have. Joanna says your cha-ching made me realize I haven't checked my eBay in 2 days. What? I logged in and I have an offer.
Oh, good Lord.
Wow. You must have not been here yesterday. They were going off the wall yesterday.
eBay's running in the background all the time on mine.
Mine too.
I had 3 people yesterday that had not paid. I'm down to 2 now. The person that owed me the most money paid his, so it got shipped out this morning. We dropped it off at the post office first thing this morning at like 5:30. When I drop off stuff early like that, I go to this little small post office because the post office there, the head of the post office there said, bring all your stuff. I'll make sure it gets scanned in. And I said, well, I like to drop off stuff early in the morning when I'm out. You know, I start delivering people at their appointed rounds. And he's like, first thing we do when we get in the morning is everything that's in the drop box is scanned. And I said, okay, I'll remember that. So I dropped it by this morning, and it's already been scanned. I mean, it was scanned in early this morning.
Sweet.
So I have, and he's fighting to keep his branch open because, you know, we have like 2 big, huge branches nearby, and he's wanting to keep his up. So if he's making money for the post office, you know, by people dropping off a bunch of stuff, then that's good for him.
Yep.
What time is it?
9:26. Real time.
10:26.
It's 10:26. You people live in this fantasy world.
It's not a fantasy world. It's the real time for the real world.
Oh no, hell, it's not. Everything is based off of Eastern Standard Time because that's where the center of our government. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Tell you about yourself.
Yeah. Right, Roxy, you get a have a can of wet on me just for doing that.
Oh, she's looking at the window. We have
What?
we have a couple of little kittens that I've been feeding them, and their mama. I've been feeding them so I could catch them and take the mama and have her fixed. And I think Roxy was fixed and she never had kittens. And so I think she wants one of them kittens because she just sits there. She don't cry or, fuss at them or anything. She just sits there and looks at them. She'd be a good mama.
Seller wants a logo on item. Do you counter? Rita, I would counter back.
Definitely. Always counter.
Mm-hmm. I counter back with a few dollars less.
Yep. Because there's always that chance that they're just trying to, see where you are. They always, kind of take a chance, and not always, but that they'll take a chance and see if you'll take $2 for an item. I mean, that'll be good for them.
Yeah.
But most people aren't going to do that.
If you haven't known by now, but at times I can be kind of a butthole. If y'all haven't noticed that, when somebody comes in with a crazy low offer, I go the opposite direction. Like if I had something for 40 and they come in at like 14, I go up to 44. That's what
I've done that before too.
Yeah.
And they're saying, you're going the wrong direction, aren't you?
Yeah.
I do, and I'll text them back and say, well, I keep going up, so you'll come up.
Seriously, watch out, there's a cat on you, Tom.
I know. Where's she been at? I haven't seen her.
She's hiding from you.
She's in limbo.
Tara, y'all going to the auction tonight?
She's in limbo. What was that? Marcel okay?
Yeah, I think he's beating something over there.
Or something's beating him.
I'm beating him, baby. Did it get you, baby?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we've been getting stink bugs coming in the house a lot here lately, so we're having to kill them off.
There is with him, it sounded like he fell out of his chair to me.
He did. He had to go out the door.
there is a meme on Facebook that keeps circulating around, and it's got Leonardo DiCaprio from the Wolf of Wall Street, and he's holding up a champagne glass, and it says, "You guys need to quit messing with these young girls." And then below it says, "You need to find one that knows the signs of stroke."
Morning, Patty.
Patty.
Tara, our friend, messaged us back this morning on YouTube, so she got me going on the view again.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God. I've told you about using language like that on Valerie's show.
I know, right? Well,
I guess
she had me down the rabbit hole of those old houses. I sat and looked at old houses for like 2 days straight. There's some cool houses, though.
I guess that guy knew what he was doing.
You need to just get off all that money and buy the one that's up near Maggie.
I wish.
It's about $15 million, and then it costs you another $20 million to restore it.
Oh my gosh. Money Pit. There's Tara.
Yeah.
What's your show about tonight, Tom?
I haven't thought about it yet. I'm gonna have to.
Oh, yeah, that Thursday night auction. I went to an auction on Saturday, and you had a lot of their ring men there, and they were there. And then I looked at their pictures, and it's a bunch of stuff from the Saturday auction that if I didn't want to buy it on Saturday, I don't want to buy it on Thursday. Anyway, so I don't think I'm going to go. Come here.
Those old houses are fun to look at.
They are.
I don't know, that one that you sent me in Alabama, that almost became.
Oh, yeah, it's only $149,000.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's cool. And if you go on the, did you like or whatever, they show like these video tours of them. Then they got a whole bunch of them that they show like out in North Carolina, South Carolina, and stuff like that. They do other states too, I've seen, but
Yeah, they
they
do.
do a
I
lot
looked
in
at some in
Carolina.
Tennessee too, but that one
Yeah.
is, you know, that's where that Martin Luther King walked across the bridge in that town.
Oh, really? What town was it? Is that Selma?
Selma, Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't even know where it was. I just saw the picture of the house. I'm like, oh yeah, I could live in that house.
Yeah, Marcel goes, that's my White House.
Yeah, you could really be a Southern belle there, Kathy.
No, right? I get the dress and everything.
Yeah.
Walking around.
You start calling Marcel Rhett Butler, and you
Yeah.
become Scarlet. And
So you got
start
to
saying
vote.
stuff like "fiddly dee," and I'll think about that tomorrow. And man,
Yeah, I don't see that going off so well, considering I have a sailor mouth. You know, it would be totally different.
While the tourists are there, you have to talk with a real Southern, really deep Southern accent. You know,
Yeah.
Marcel, my darling.
Is it hot in here? You want to turn the fan on, please? No.
I'm about to glow. This ladies, Southern ladies don't sweat; they glow.
Hello. Be like, just turn the damn fan on.
Oh my
Yeah, I see Marcel's news update from the lawn. He would do it too, Liz. Don't threaten him with a good time. You know him.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So Sally, no winners?
Nope.
He knew what he was doing then, huh?
I guess so.
So yeah, through the bill away too. He wasn't paying that either.
That's right.
I didn't win. Still.
Do you know? Do y'all do that, like the extra where you collect points and then you can do entries into other?
Our state used to do that, but they don't do it anymore. Now there's only 4 games that you can play that have extra games on them that you can win, like coupons and stuff to get more tickets.
Yeah.
Because all of ours here in North Carolina, it doesn't matter what the game is, scratch off, Mega Million, Powerball. You scan the barcode on it on their website, and it gives you X amount of points.
Yeah,
And
it
you
used to.
use those points to buy entries into special, contests and stuff like that.
Yeah, I used to be able to do that, but I can't anymore.
I
Cut it
just
out,
love
you two.
Bambi. She's just so snuggly.
Oh.
Oh, she's just so cute.
He's really a piranha in a dog suit.
Mm-mm.
You got them fooled, don't you? Yeah, you do. You because nah, she's a good girl. Her just don't feel good because hers in heat. All right, cut it out, you two. Get out of here. She's been pretty grouchy.
Oh, poor little thing.
They're talking about you. You can't hear them, but I can. She's saying that's okay. I've made my debut. My daily appearance.
They y'all were talking about the old Southern houses. Some people I know down in Chester, South Carolina, they have an old house down there, and a lot of people. I mean, people pay them, but they come out and brides will take pictures because they've got a big porch, like 4 steps down to the ground from the front porch, and the brides will come out. I mean, they take pictures out there on the front porch.
They I like those videos on that Facebook, that old house thing, because they'll like take pictures. They'll like have, well, this gristmill building we figure was built in like 17 whatever, and it's just like kind of fascinating to me. Or they'll like find the foundations of like the old slave quarter areas, stuff like that. But I mean, to me, it's just like really interesting because it's such an old piece of building. I mean, with like the hand-hewn stone and stuff like that. Where like when I was up in Wisconsin, they do a lot of stuff with field stone, but like down here, they like in these really old like houses, they'll be like hand cut like limestone mantle, and it's just really interesting to me.
Yeah.
I have like that bridge out there.
that is a walking bridge that goes to my mailbox. There's like 2 hand cut stone like steps to go up to the bridge. And I just think that's just really neat. Anyway, I'm kind of a dork. Anyway.
No, that's interesting. And it has
Yeah,
character.
it's like, yeah, it's not like a piece of concrete that somebody built a form and poured and stuff. This is somebody took whatever tools they had and hand cut out a rectangle out of stone. I mean,
Right.
it is just really amazing. Anyway.
But the people I was just talking about, their house has it's a guest house now, but it was the original kitchen. Because back in the day, kitchens were not in the South were not attached directly to the house.
Well, you
For
had a
two reasons.
summer kitchen, didn't you? Because when we lived on an old farm in Oak Creek, and we did have a kitchen. There's also a separate building that was specifically called a summer kitchen, that when it was too hot in the summer or when they had a lot of canning or stuff to do, they'd go use that out there and do that kind of stuff in it.
No, this was the only kitchen.
Huh.
And also because of fire. 'Cause they cooked with with fire, real fire back in them days. And
Real fire or fake fire?
fake
They
fire.
had cans of sterno, didn't they? Come on, Tom.
We use fake fire now,
Oh,
but
okay.
they used real fire back them days. And,
Oh, okay.
the house my dad grew up in, it had the kitchen that was connected to the house by a walkway,
Ah.
but it was just because of getting too hot during the summer and the fire prevention.
Right.
So there's your little Southern history class for the day.
Thank you.
We have one here where you'll have a building, they call it a smokehouse. There's one behind my barn where they used to do like they smoke their meats and stuff like that. And a lot of these like farms in this area, they all have these little smokehouse buildings.
Yeah, and those tall, cylindrical buildings with when you open the door, there's like a chair there with a hole in the middle of it.
No,
That's
there's
house.
no, now. I know what an outhouse is, Tom. Thank you very much. No.
I just like to see like the old woods and the old wood floors that they have in there and like the stairs.
Oh yeah, they'll like do those tours and they'll be big houses and they can go through and they'll say, well, the original house we figure was built in 1780 because of this, this, and this. Added on, we think in like 1860. I mean, it is kind of really, it's just really interesting. The lady that does those videos, to me, it's interesting.
Yeah.
She was featured on the Weather Channel, so it's got to be good.
That's right.
I like houses. I like to hear about the history of buildings.
Yeah.
It's interesting history. Ours is going to be like, this guy raised 3 teenagers in this house, and there wasn't a damn thing interesting about any of it. They're having there's a building down in Chester, South Carolina, and if you
I'll be right back.
search Chester, South Carolina, haunted jail. It's a law office now, but it originally was the jail when Chester was a real tiny town.
Yeah.
And they actually, up on the 3rd floor, there was actually a hole in the floor, and that's where they hung people indoors. They didn't hang them outside.
Wow.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
the
we found
3rd
a
floor is
picture
where all
of
their
the
records are
old
kept.
Hospital.
And their paralegals will not go up on the 3rd floor without somebody being with them.
Don't blame them.
I wouldn't even go if somebody was with me.
Because it is always unnaturally cold on that floor.
I'd be calling Lori. I need you to come visit my house for the weekend.
Like, okay.
Well, they had one that was a Civil War hospital that they had listed. I mean, it was beautiful, and I was like, going, yeah, there has to be some good stories up in that stuff.
Oh, I'm sure.
And see, I'm always looking at how the dollar, what you can do with it to turn a dollar. If you got a building like that has got a lot of stories about ghosts and whatnot, turn that sucker into a bed and breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want nobody in my house. I'm good. I just want to be
Oh
there.
no, I'm not wanting to live there.
No,
I'm gonna let the ghosts have it, except when we have visitors. You know.
I'm good. I want to live there.
Morning, everybody.
Good
Oh,
morning.
it's Nikki. We never see Nikki.
Did you get snow last night?
No.
Did you hear they got some in Montana already?
Oh, yeah, Jim's
we
freezing
got
his
like
ass off
50
up there.
inches or something.
Yeah.
Jim's freezing his ass off up there. It's like 50 up there. I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
he's up
it's only 94 here today, honey. Don't worry. I was
Oh my
sitting-
God.
I'm like, I was sitting in the hot tub last night. I did think about you while you're freezing your ass off.
Nice.
Don't you know Nikki, when she gets off these shows, she says, I hate those assholes. They're talking about 50 degrees freezing to death.
Yep. 51 here and still raining.
Yeah.
Was Jim
I
in
talked to
Wisconsin?
Jim this morning. It was 50 and rain up there right now.
Mm.
Yep.
Nikki,
He
I thought
figured
I
he had
saw-
about
Yeah,
2 more
pretty cool.
hours.
It's actually 47. Feels like 41.
Wow.
I
It's
thought you
supposed to
were.
rain again
I thought
today.
you had
Our
mentioned-
road is flooded out.
Yeah, it's
I thought you had mentioned that they were calling that y'all might get some snow last night, Nikki.
No,
What?
it's got to be colder.
Well, somebody posted it. I don't know who it was.
Yeah,
but I
there
saw-
was. They said that we could see some snow here.
Did it get that cold last night? Well, I guess you're west of Jim, though.
Yeah, it can. They said it could have snowed. We could have seen it falling, but of course, we'd never see anything stick.
Yeah, the ground's too warm.
It's gonna be more like a wintry mix.
It seems like to me it's got to get down in that like 35, 36 range for you to start seeing snowflakes.
Now we're in the 40s, so last night it was cold and wind and rain and oh, it was nasty.
No.
I was watching a video put out by this captain that has a ship on Lake Superior, and he was talking about that he has been out in the middle of Lake Superior in his route from one spot to the other, and it starts snowing so hard that they have to come to a complete stop because it screws up their radar and they can't see.
Yep.
So they just turn on all the lights on the ship and just go to just stop until the radar kicks back in. That is that's really called being in a whiteout when even your radar don't work.
Well, I've been driving in something where, I mean, you couldn't see more than 100 feet in front of your car.
Yeah.
I mean, driving in it.
Nick, Kathy,
Emery.
that's foolish people that live in places where you have to worry about can't see more than 40 feet.
Or like at night when
Oh,
it's
right.
snowing real hard and you can't have your brights on or you won't see nothing.
Oh, it looked
Right.
like
I
a
mean,
guy
you
doing
maybe can see 40 feet
Starfield.
without your brights on, but if you put your brights on, I mean, you can't see anything.
I
Looks like you
remember
guys
a few
are-
years back, I called Brandon on the way home from work because, well, it was when I worked out in it was probably 15 minutes away from where I lived, and it's out on a windy road, and I couldn't tell what side of the road I was on because it was
Yeah.
snowing so hard. I had my window rolled down, but I still couldn't see across the road. And when I looked in front of me, I couldn't see anything in front of me.
There you go.
And so I was going by the mailboxes on the side of the road.
Yep.
That's all I had. That's all I had to tell, because I couldn't even see the lines because they were covered.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, the
Everything
good
was
thing
covered.
is when it's like that, there's usually not very many people coming at you.
Yeah.
True.
That is true.
I just didn't want to end up in the ditch.
Yeah.
'Cause it
Thank
was-
goodness for those mailboxes, huh?
Thank God.
The one time I ended up in the ditch, I was following some tire tracks so I couldn't see. I was going to pick up my daughter off the activity bus and it was dark out. And because their school had an activity bus that would drop them off at the town hall. And so you didn't have to drive all the way to the school. And I was driving to pick her up and somebody had gone not too far ahead of me. And I was following their tire tracks and I ended up in the frickin' drink. in the ditch because they got too close to the ditch and it sucked me right in. I was like, son of a gun.
Oh
And then
no.
somebody was coming along the road and he went and picked, he was somebody I was acquainted with. I didn't really know him well, but I knew his family. They were a good, upstanding family. He went and picked up my daughter, and my husband's friend came and pulled me out of the ditch. But
I'll stay where I'm still in shorts and flip flops. So y'all have fun.
Well, that's come February, Tara, I'll be going, well, fiddly D, it's a mite brisk this morning. And it's 60 degrees, you know, because
That's right.
yeah,
she'll have her fan.
Tara's Wisconsin ass will be in shorts all winter.
Yeah.
It's gonna get cold here. It's gonna today it's 94, tomorrow it's like 80 something. But then by Monday it's gonna be like 65.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
gonna get
not
like
cold.
it's gonna get cool over the weekend. Well, compared to it's been so hot here and we're kind of having a drought, but it's been like 95 yesterday. The day before it was like 97. It's
Oh,
real
yeah,
warm.
I'm
Thanksgiving-
like,
Thanksgiving,
you
it'll
know
still
better
be
than that.
warm. It'll still be warm at Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm getting used to it because now, like in the morning, like when I take Brandon to school, it might be like 66, 68. I'm like, ooh, it's a little chilly. But in Wisconsin, I mean, it'd be like, oh my God, it's 85. It's so hot. I can't take it. It's funny. You get like acclimated to it.
You do.
Jim's up there freezing his ass off. That's all he's doing is complaining how cold it is.
When I lived 3 years down in southern Minnesota, their growing season is like a month and a half before ours. So it was considerably warmer down there.
Yeah.
And when I came back, I had to get used to the cold weather again.
Dang, if Jim is old, if he's adjusted that quickly to the temperature changes, you know, you'll never be able to go back up to Wisconsin except during the summertime because he'll freeze.
Other than we have to wrap that up there, he's like, yeah. He goes, once we're wrapped up here, he goes, I'll never come back up there again. There's no reason for me to.
Yeah.
He's already like that. And he had his way. We live in Florida because he actually really likes the tropics. He likes like palm trees and like Florida type weather.
Mm-hmm.
I like palm trees too.
Do you have palm trees where you live?
We have them, but I mean, I don't. But you'll see them like as where they've planted them in like commercial projects or people have went for that.
It's crazy here. You got all these people have these banana trees planted in their yards here.
Yeah.
They produce bananas, but there'll be like people like if I go about 40 minutes south of me, they have like small palm trees and banana trees planted in their yards. Which I thought it was too cold here, because of winter and that, but they must make it.
Yeah.
My dad used to have a kumquat tree. You know what those are? Those are little.
I love kumquat.
He had one, and that sucker would be covered in fruit.
Oh my God, I could eat kumquats. I could live on kumquats. I love those things.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're hard to find at the store.
Mm-hmm.
But he if they start talking about a cold snap coming in, he was outside covering that sucker up with plastic and putting a light up under it to help keep it above freezing. That was his baby.
Yeah, I like it because we could grow like stuff here, like stuff that we couldn't grow in Eagle River. Because I mean, we're like where I was at in Eagle River. Actually, if you go into the UP, they're in a warmer zone than me. In Eagle River. I think I was like zone 3, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't have a long enough season to grow up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing you can really grow any fruit trees up here are cherry trees and apple trees, I think.
Apple trees,
do much of anything else.
Speaking of apple trees, Joanna, is it about time for you to start putting up apples again, or is that next year?
Who puts up apples?
I think she went to her parents to download some stuff.
Last fall, I watched video after video of her canning applesauce, apple fruit filling for for pies, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, God love you, honey. You
Yeah.
put in a lot of work to can all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Which, when we all lived at home, my brothers and I lived at home, my mom and my dad had a garden, and we all worked the garden. And my mom would spend days putting up butter beans and green beans and
Yeah, when I was a kid, we used to have like a 5-acre garden, and I mean, when I get home from school, it was just mandatory. Yup. All right, let's go. We gotta go weed the beans.
yeah. My mom would say, my mom would pick beans, and that night as we're watching TV, she'd bring us a big old bowl of green bean, like butter beans that need to be shelled. So we'd sit there and shell butter beans and watch TV. And
They used to sell it like the Hales Corners Farmers Market and that, and our neighbor next door, we would help them some. And I remember as a kid, we used to sit and ride the planter to plant tomatoes. And it's this, it's pulled by a tractor. It's this 2-wheel thing with a water tank on it. And it had these 2 low like seats you sat on. And then it makes the hole. And then you put the tomato in it. It gives it a squirt of water. And then the wheels push the dirt back around the tomato. And I used to ride around the field when I was a kid, like for hours, helping plant tomatoes.
Wow.
they used to do that. That's how they used to plant tobacco seedlings.
Yeah, I was at an auction and they had a tobacco planter there. And I'm like, wow, that's so. Jim's like, is that like that planter you used to ride when you were a kid? I'm like, well, it's a little bit different, but it's very similar to it. Yeah. And this was like a planter they were modifying that was actually supposed to be like for planting something else, but they would use it for planting these tomatoes.
Yeah. Nikki, can you turn your sound down just a tad?
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
But
I'm sorry. Please don't beat me, Valerie.
Oh, shush. Shush.
I mean,
How's
just
that?
the few years that I've been alive, like in the tobacco industry, since my family was involved in it, it changed so much. I mean, it went from so heavily, human labor to now it's just about all done with.
I don't know. When they cut it here, they have those, they cut it by hand. They have like these Hispanics go out there and cut the tobacco, and then they have these sticks. And so they cut the tobacco down with like a machete. They run these sticks through them, and they look like tobacco teepees for a couple of days. They're with their stems up. They're on these teepees, and then they go out, pick them up with hay wagons, and hang them in the barn.
Huh.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know they cut tobacco by hand. Actually, I would just have assumed there was a machine that did it. But no, like all these fields around here, they're all cutting them by hand.
Oh, they have
Wow.
machines down here.
Huh.
Oh,
Which when they're doing it, it's usually 110 outside. So,
oh, it was warm out. Yeah.
Jeez.
but they used to do.
I'd say they look like they're all done around here. Brandon wants to get some tobacco seeds and grow a couple tobacco plants in his garden. His infatuation with tobacco, I'm worried he's gonna smoke.
Mhm.
My best friend's stepfather planted some in his garden, and they were beautiful. I mean, they were beautiful hills of tobacco. And I said, "Okay, now what are you going to do with it?" He says, "I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the damn stuff. Am I supposed to like break the leaves off of it and let it dry, or what?"
Yeah. Well, they got that like flower on the top of them. What's that from? I remember in Outlaw Josie Whale, it's like the tobacco posies, the Rose of Alabama.
Right.
Hmm.
But
Tyler
even
just wants to grow it because he can.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, they cut the tobacco across the street, but it'll start regrowing. It must be in the root. It just starts regrowing, and then they went like dissed it up or whatever, and now there's more tobacco like growing just like wild or whatever. Anyway, so my son's like, "Oh, I'd like to just go over there and dig up a couple plants so I could have them." I'm like, okay. Anyway. I come to the Kentucky State Fair, and it's actually because like how they like judge vegetables and stuff like that at the state fair. Well, they have a room where they judge all the tobacco at the state fair. And I will say, and I don't smoke anymore, but when you walk around in that room, it really does smell good.
it does. Is Grandma Magic Classic getting married again?
She's
No.
getting married.
Where have you been, Tom?
Oh, yeah.
She's having a wedding.
Well, I was just reading where she only has 13 people on her side, or 15 people.
15.
Do we all need to go to wherever the hell she lives at to her wedding so she'll have some people over
Well,
there?
that's,
We have to,
that
we
is
have
the
to go up
plan.
north.
That's the plan. We got to go to Michigan.
Oh, sorry, Mary. Sorry, Grandma.
We got to
That
go
ain't
to
happening.
Michigan.
Oh, and
It's,
it snows up there in October, Tom.
Yeah.
we got a year to plan,
Okay.
so we're good.
You get married in the summertime?
She get
Nope.
married in October.
October.
Oh.
It snows up there in October,
Yeah.
so be prepared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not, yeah, Kathy, not usually.
It did that one time I lived there.
Yeah,
And I swear, I don't care what you
Probably-
say, it snows there
that's
every year.
probably the last time it did.
If Nikki ran into some trouble and I had to go to Minnesota in January, I would.
I would
Oh,
go with the
come
snow
on.
to see everybody.
If Sally had a situation and I needed to go to Michigan and all that in snow in January or February, I would.
I would do
But
it.
just to go up and visit, no, baby. That's what this thing we're looking at right here is for.
Now, see, Amanda, why don't you want to marry into that nice family?
That's right. That's right.
I said, why don't you want to marry into that nice family?
Y'all, you can go live at the beach house.
She's half asleep. She has no clue what I'm saying. She's like, what?
Is she the one that works third shift?
Yeah,
Hellfire would say we could all get drunk and build snowmen. That's
There
right.
you go.
that's right.
There you
Snow
go.
angels.
Did they get a lot of snow in St. Louis?
They get some snow up there. They get some
Boy.
snow over there. They're a little bit east of me. About 4 hours or so.
My oldest son wants to go to St. Louis just so he can go up in the Gateway Arch because there was a TV program on Sci-Fi Channel about where.
Defiance.
Yes, that's it. And he wants to go up and
It's good.
he wants to go up into the Gateway Arch because I said, oh, I've been up there. And I said, it looks just like, I mean, you know, there's a lot of distress has gone on in the TV show, but it looks just like what they portray.
Why?
Sally,
Mm.
wake up.
All right.
You're off tonight, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's off tonight. She's gonna go get her a nap in,
She's just resting her eyes. She's not sleeping.
and then she's gonna get to work, get some work done. So all will be well.
She's watching the inside of her eyelids.
Yeah, Mary says gonna be a costume party, wedding reception with Nerf guns.
See, you could
Well, there
do
you
it.
Wow.
go. That sounds like a blast.
Mm.
I'm going.
I'm going.
Well, there's our meetup, guys.
Kathy, I like how you're going to have your funeral.
I know, right? And I have a family, so that's the sad part.
Then me and Tara and Bridget can sniff out some auctions and take y'all to an auction.
There you go. There you go.
I've been to auctions.
I'm going to go to one with Nikki and I want to go with one with Bridget. And I'd like to go with one with Tara and Jim.
But who's
Oh,
gonna bring
I'm glad we were an afterthought for you, Tom.
Oh,
Oh yeah, there's somebody else. Who is that again? Oh yeah, that's Tara and Jim.
No. I like the stuff that y'all look at and y'all buy when you're at auction. And everybody's complaining about not selling stuff. If they would watch your videos,
My sales have been slow this week.
you would find all the good stuff that they buy and they sell.
My sales have been slow this week.
But you have to subscribe before you can look at them.
there you go.
We're gonna need Tar's box truck in order to bring everything back when we get done with all the auctions up there.
I love that box truck because you don't have to worry about rain. You just shut the door and go.
Yep. Yep.
Jim drove that up there, didn't he?
Yeah, he's in Eagle River.
You gonna be coming back down soon?
I hope so.
That's good.
Yeah, he doesn't want to stay there. So I talked to him this morning. Figure you got another about 2 hours of loading to do. I don't know if he'll leave today or tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I got a burn pile up there. I asked him to burn it, and he couldn't do it last night because it was raining too much. So I don't know. Maybe he'll just leave and just do it next time he goes up there. I don't know.
Where is he staying?
In the RV.
Oh, the RV.
Yeah, he says it sucks.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
He's sleeping in his Remington sleeping bag, and he
Oh
says
my
it
gosh.
sucks. Yeah.
I've been going to a hotel.
Well,
Forget it.
you don't know how extremely cheap Jim is. So.
Oh, I understand that. I understand.
You couldn't get cheaper than him. So.
Oh man. Yeah, I can't do cold like that. Nope.
No, yeah, no. I'm going to go stay in a damn hotel.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, he's up there by himself, so he'll complain, but there's nobody whining. So it's not like Brandon's there or I'm there. So
He's in heaven. He's like, okay.
yeah, so he's gonna. He said last night, he goes, yeah, it started raining. I'm like, I'm gonna take a nap. So he said I went and went to sleep at 6 o'clock at night, and I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
So then he just went back to sleep until 6:30 at night, and then he was working on a semi when I talked to him.
Oh my gosh.
How long does it take to go from there to the new house?
To my house?
Yeah.
So about 11 and a half hours.
I'm going to say 12.
God.
Yeah.
Now
That's not that.
my old tired behind would be stopping at the Best Western someplace between there and there.
I can't drive 11 hours, Tom. I mean, I could do that standing on my head. That ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Shit.
I can do that with one eye closed, and I've done it before.
Hey,
Yeah.
I choose not to.
Hi, Rita.
B, I'm an old man.
You're not
Yeah,
that
I'm old too. So
You're
is
not
Jim.
old. You're not even
Jim-
50 yet.
Jim's a year away from his senior citizen discount at most stores.
Woohoo!
Yeah, oh yeah, celebration. I'm 55. I get the discount.
Uh-huh.
I will say, and I should make you, Tom, because like when we drive to Florida, it's 24 hours. Well, we're not in Wisconsin anymore. From where we were at Wisconsin to Orlando, 24 hours. You don't get to nothing. If you can buy something at a gas station to eat, fine, and go to the bathroom, but that's it. And you drive straight through. There ain't no stopping, resting, sleeping, nothing.
About 8 hours, it's time to find a hotel for the night. Since we're
Oh
not,
my God, Tom! 8 hours.
no, it's like when we drove from here to Tara, we drove from here to Tampa. It was like 9.5 hours, and we got up at like 5, and we just moseyed on down that direction, not in a big hurry.
Yeah. I
But
think like from
hours is a little much to be.
I'm halfway to Florida. So if I got in my car at 6 in the morning, I'd be in Florida about 7:30 at night. And I would do it straight through.
Oh, no, that's different. That's different. When you start running into like 24 hours.
I've done it a lot. You just go to the truck stop, you take a power nap if you have to, and you keep trucking. You live in the vehicle.
Oh, Lord, no. Now, well, if you're in an RV, that's different. You just pull over to the nearest Walmart.
No, I'm not in an RV. I'm like in a pickup truck.
Yep. Put the seat back. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Take it
I'll
out.
get
I've
off.
slept a lot of times. There's a truck stop when you come up out of Georgia into Tennessee. There's a truck stop. It's kind of up on top of a hill. I've come through there a lot after driving through because, of course, when we leave Florida, we never leave early. It'll be like, okay, well, we're gonna head home. It's 9 at night, so you get from Orlando to the North Florida is like 4.5 hours. And Georgia is a super long state, so it'd be like, coming up into Tennessee at 4, 5 in the morning, and I'd be like, I'm getting tired. I got to take a nap here. And I've slept at that truck stop for an hour a lot of times.
Huh.
I'm just not going to take the chance of killing myself
Yeah.
or my family. I mean, Yeah, that would be a sight. The four, you and Jim and me and Roberta going someplace.
You wouldn't like it.
It's about we've been driving about 12 hours, Jim. It's time to start finding a damn hotel.
Yeah, he wouldn't do
No
it.
hotel.
No,
We're
no,
not getting no hotel.
Yeah, you'd have
No.
to put a gag in him and
Yeah, you'd never get him to do it, and you ain't gonna get him to stop at the Cracker Barrel either.
you had to
Mm.
put him, drug him, and put him in the trunk or something.
No, good luck with
I
that.
swear, every time I drive past a Cracker Barrel sign, I think of Jim.
Well,
Every time.
and he's never eaten at a Cracker Barrel. He's never ever eaten at one. Honestly,
Wow,
he won't either. He refuses.
that's crazy.
And it's got to the point now that my oldest one go, there's Jim's restaurant. Because I make a comment every time. Jim doesn't eat there.
They said they fired his mama. He won't eat at it.
Oh my gosh.
They fired his mama because she was old.
Ugh.
I gotta get off here, guys. I got somebody bugging me wanting to go outside. So
Yep,
It's
We're
after
gonna-
11 o'clock too, so.
yep. Gonna close it down, wrap it up, tie it in a bow.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
I guess.
Bye.
bye, everybody.